Yo YouTube, what's going on? My name is Crash, and this is the Big Crash Theory. Yes, sir. I changed my name, I changed the channel, so we're gonna do some new things over here. But we're gonna hop right into this. If you want to hear some more about what's going on in my personal life, you can wait till the end. But we're gonna hop straight into this topic. Today I'm talking about clothes. Now, clothes are expensive. Everything's expensive, but clothes especially are expensive, and it doesn't make sense. Now, a few months ago, the whole industry kind of got exposed for, taking things from China, putting it in a different country, and marking it up and selling it as if it was made in that country. So now the whole bunch of stuff is being sold for prices that they bought significantly lower than, so there's definitely a big problem going on. And with, all the prices now rising, especially gas on the rise, I think it is time to, sit and think about how, as a culture, we treat clothing. I got a few videos here, we're gonna get through this, but personally, I just ordered a whole bunch of clothes. I ordered some pants from Temu. Let me go find them. But these are the pants I ordered from Temu. The only problem is like they're elastic. Like I hate this. This material sucks. It's nothing like the real jean material that I have. Now, I bought those pants, I think for about $20 or a little under $20. I think it came in like a 3-pack or something. But those are the type of jeans that you can get off of, these wholesale resellers. I think that is like a branded name, but it sells for the same price as if it was no brand on it at all, And when we're looking for affordable clothing, we also need quality clothing. It's one thing to have it affordable, but we also need affordable quality clothing. And that's what I'm here to talk about. Finding and, talking about why this is such a big problem in the industry. But let me go ahead and let this guy talk. And so if you didn't know, if you didn't hear about what was going on, I believe 2023 or 2024, then this is a recap so you can understand.
Some say as long as there's a tag saying made in China, the bag can never be luxury. However, in fact, more than 80% of the luxury bags in the world are made in China. But those luxury brands just won't acknowledge that. They take almost finished bags from China factories back to their own factories and just do the repackaging and logo installing, something like that. That way, the bags will appear at their boutiques as made in Italy or made in France. Those sophisticated European countries, which make you feel mysterious, royal, and thus luxury. Now, close your eyes. Let's just do a little very easy experiment in your head, okay? Imagine that you have an Hermes bag, and suddenly the label on it changed from made in France into made in China, while everything else like leathers, zippers, and hardware remain the same. Do you suddenly feel that your bag is not as luxury as before? If you do, that means you have been misled and poisoned by the market campaign of those luxury brands for too long. Welcome to the real world. Now you see, those bags are made in China by our intelligent and...
Okay, so that's the end of the video. I guess it kind of got cut short. But what the guy was saying is very true. These guys... he was talking about bags, but this is almost everything, guys. This is almost every product. These big retailers, big name brands, they go hire some manufacturers in China or Indonesia or something crazy, pay them nothing to make these products, and then they buy the products from them. Now these products, these shoes, like for instance, Jordans. Like I was just on Shein the other day and I was looking for some shoes. I just wanted some nice shoes, some cheap, nice shoes to wear. And I come across, retros. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know they had retros on Shein. This is crazy. Then I look at the price. I'm like, $30 for some retros? I definitely gotta get these. And then I take a closer look and I'm like, oh, these aren't actually Jordans. They don't have the symbol anywhere on them. They look just like Jordans. They just don't have the symbol. So then I'm like, oh, I've been paying 100, 150, 200 The most I ever paid for some shoes was $275. So I'm paying upwards to $275 for shoes that I can buy for actually just $30. That's when I was like, I need to make a video on this. This is crazy because I feel like I'm getting jumped online. This is like online gang banging. I don't know. This shouldn't be tolerated though. This is crazy, you know? And he made a pretty good point of, you know, if I just keep everything the same about whatever product you're buying, and I just change the name, say it's made in China to made in Italy, or made in Italy to made in China, would that affect you? Now, me personally, it won't affect me because I really don't care. I just want some nice clothes. I want to look good, and I want the clothes to fit me nice, and I don't want to get lead poisoning or anything crazy, you know? So as long as the clothes work and I don't die trying to wear them, then they're perfect. I don't care if they were made in Mexico. I don't care if they were made under the water, under the sea. I don't care if it was made on planet Mars. But some people do. Some people are like, oh, that bag was actually made in China? Then it's not, then I can't wear it. And this is a real big problem because, yeah, these luxury brands have you so committed to the brand itself that you would forego your money, your actual resource, your actual precious money for this brand, just for loyalty. Not even a better product, not even better quality, not even better service. It's just my name on the bag. So now you got to pay a whole bunch of money for it, which is crazy. So now you're walking around as a walking advertisement for a company that really don't care about you because this is what they're doing to you. It's just an interesting thing. I just think it's very interesting, the mindset of people who actually legitimately care about this stuff. If anything, it really exposes more so just the greed that these companies have. Just the greed. They'll go buy the products dirt cheap and then just sell it at a ridiculous markup. Not even a reasonable markup, so it's like, oh, we gotta pay our workers and make sure this is... No, it's just a ridiculous markup. And they're still gonna fire workers. And they're still gonna fire half their staff. But while this also shows, you know, the corporate greed side of it, it also shows, you know, just the consumer gullibleness, I guess. Like, we are, like... The only reason these brands exist is because people keep paying them. People keep giving them money. So as a collective, as a group, we need to really sit and think, you know, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it to have this company keep existing, doing whatever other nefarious things, because they're already scamming you, doing whatever other nefarious things just so I can have letters on my bag? Not even a nice bag. You can get the nice bag regardless, just so I can have the name brand. Now, I know if you're rich and famous and you popping on YouTube and you just got that Instagram check, so you don't worry, you don't care. You got bands to spend, so you spending those bands. That's still stupid. That's still stupid. If you coming into money, you just now got some money, and the first thing you want to go do is buy some clothes, buy some cars, buy some stuff. Understand that you're buying these things that you could have paid way less for. You just worked so hard to get this money. You just worked so hard to get these bands. And now you're just going to throw them at the companies that have been holding you back, you know, making legislations and all types of policies to harm you. But as soon as you get your check, you and Louis Vuitton. That's insane. Insane to me. I will never understand that mentality. And to really drive this home, I got a beautiful, very beautiful young lady to explain this to us. Check it out.
A very unpopular opinion, but the need to wear name brand clothing is an expression of an insecurity. And now when I say this is not to say if you are somebody who genuinely likes the way that a designer designs their clothes and you like the way that you feel and you like the expression of it, that's one thing. But these days, these designers they just throwing a logo on a black shirt. They're throwing their logo on a black shirt. Name brand does not equal quality. A luxury living was not supposed to be a representation of a brand name, a well-known name. It was supposed to be an expression of quality. And what is quality measured by? Quality is measured by something's ability to aid in your natural design, to aid in making sure that you're functioning and you're operating as you're designed to. If it does the opposite of that, it is not quality. Polyester is not quality. Nylon, all that stuff, it's not quality material. It actually does the opposite. It deteriorates your body. We all know that polyester leads to infertility. Why are you paying X amount of money? I cannot fathom why you would want to pay X amount of money for cheaply made items, other than the fact that you want to fit in.
Yeah, so she put it pretty plain and simple. It's just insecurity. You know, we see everybody walking around with Jordans on. We see everybody walking around and they got that new, nice Gucci on. And you want it too. You want to be just like Gucci Mane. But you're not Gucci Mane. You ain't got Gucci Mane's money. So what you gonna do is you're gonna open this credit card, right? You're gonna move some funds around, right? You gonna get that Gucci. Just so you can fit in. Just so you can feel important. Just so you can feel recognized. Just so you can feel seen. If that's the reason why you go out and buy clothes, if you're, you know, at wherever, it don't even matter. You at Hollister, you're at JCPenney, goddammit, and you're just like, I just want the bitches to see me. Yeah, I'm gonna put this shit on because I know them bitches is gonna be mad when I walk through. I'm gonna put this shit on because I know them niggas gonna be mad when I walk through. They gonna be like, damn, how you got it like that? If that's really, you know, what you're picturing in your mind as you're buying clothes, the reaction of other people, then you're buying clothes for the wrong reason. Like she said, you need to be buying clothes for what it can do for you, how it aids in your natural ability. I don't really agree with I don't know if she was trying to define the word quality there, but that's not the definition of quality. But I do like the sentiment of what she said. And basically that if you're going to go and buy these clothes shouldn't be too tight on you. These clothes shouldn't be too baggy on you. These clothes shouldn't be, you know, bad for your skin. But some people really go do exactly that. They'll go buy something that's too tight for them because that designer doesn't make it in their size. But they still gotta have that design. But that designer doesn't care about you so much, they don't even make your size. But you're still gonna buy their shit. Insane, right? But some people actually do that, you know? Again, me personally, yeah, when I go out and buy clothes, I'm definitely like, yeah, I gotta look nice in this. But more so just for me, like, I just want to make sure I look nice. Now, I go put on something and people be like, oh, you look kind of crazy. I'm like, nigga? What? I can't hear you. I wear some nice stuff, you know? Because personally, it's just my confidence. I got my own confidence in what I wear and how to put it on. And that's what it comes down to for a lot of you people. You just don't know what to wear and how to put it on. You don't know what cuts are best on you. You don't know what styles are best on you. What colors look best on you. Should I wear a hat? Do I have bad hat hair? You know? You guys just pick up trends. Most people. I should stop saying you guys. It sounds kind of antagonistic, but I don't know. Fuck it. But people go on and they, you know, look at their phones and they're like, oh, he got it on, so I gotta have it too. So this is definitely something that as a community, as a collective, we have to do better as a society. Why are we letting these companies just run off with it? And sometimes they're not even making the best quality. Sometimes it rips in the washer, shrinks in the dryer. You can't wear it too many times. You can only wear it a certain amount of times. It's really clothes like that, but you're gonna pay top dollar for it. Especially for shoes. Like, yeah, I admitted that I paid $200 for some shoes before, but even now I realize how ridiculous that is. I'm wearing shoes out on the ground all day. Now, mind you, those shoes have lasted me like 3 years. I don't wear them every day, and they're pretty banged up, but they still serve me, you know, and they're comfortable. And that's what I really bought them for. Yeah, it was $275 Nike Air Maxes, but they're comfortable and they're still around, you know? And that's what I really, you know, try to buy clothes for. I want them to last long. Like, I just bought those pants from Temu I was telling you about because my pants from American Eagle that I bought 4 years ago are ripping now. The pants I have on right now are from American Eagle, and they've been serving me. And it's not about, you know, the Ameri jeans. It's not about getting the most expensive everything. Especially since, you know, I'm really not living that lifestyle. I am not in that limelight. So as a collective, we just need to do better and, you know, checking these companies with our money. Check these companies with our money. And then these companies, I promise you, would bring down, hold on. But I promise you, if we started boycotting some of these stores, they start bringing those prices right down. They bring those prices right down. I promise you that. We're going to get another opinion on this because you're going to see. You're going to see.
For everybody that used to be mad at the girlies doing their DH Gate hauls, to the front, to the front, to the front, to the front. Listen, China been on TikTok exposing your favorite brands. All the Lulu girls with the Lulu on your butt. To the front. I've seen so many videos of these girls that be spending thousands of dollars, mad at girls that spend a good little $50, $60, $100 here and there for the exact same bag. And some of y'all be like, I can tell immediately. Can you? I'm sure even in the worlds of fakes, there are levels to this shit, right? But for years, we all know Nike has sweatshops. All of these other companies, they have sweatshops. And where do y'all think the sweatshops are? Y'all talking shit about Shein, but it's the same fucking quality as Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. Same factory. We've been saying it for years. It's coming from the same manufacturers. It's coming from the same manufacturers. And y'all are like, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is made in France. It's made in Beijing.
But like, why would it matter? Why does it, where it's made, why does it even matter, you know?
They just take it over there right before it's finished, and they slap a little finishing touches on it and say, made in France, and y'all shell out thousands of dollars. And hey. Once again, I'm not against buying what you want, but this goes down to let people buy what they want. If someone wants the look of something, even if they like the look of the fucking logo and they said, but I ain't paying $12,000 for it, because it's not worth $12,000. Sometimes I just want y'all to admit that y'all just like the name. Y'all just want the brand. Y'all just want people to think that you have money. You don't want it because it looks good, because a lot of times, a lot of y'all be throwing on designer from head to toe and look a fucking mess. Look a mess. Oh, you know how much this fit worth? I don't care. It look like shit. And I swear, sometimes I feel like these designers be doing this shit on purpose. They're like, look, we finna make the ugliest fucking outfit called $5,000. Watch, they gonna buy it. And y'all buy it. And y'all literally buy it. When Kanye dropped his hobo collection, y'all was, oh my God, this is so futuristic and amazing. Post-apocalyptic fashions. Y'all talk shit about people that wearing Skechers, but y'all got on them big ass, bulky ass, fucking Bottega shoes, walking around looking clunky with skinny jeans on, and they have the nerve to talk about, man, you know how much I put that shit on.
Talk about it.
China said, since y'all bitches want to play with us, we finna expose you hoes. DJT done fucked up everybody. Like, all of these companies finna be hot. I know all of these fucking luxury brands is in a group chat right now. Like, get this bitch out of here. Get him out of here. He is fucking it up for everybody. And China also said, by the way, we're going to make it easy for you to get a visa to come over here for 10 days. And you can just come buy this shit tax-free. No tariff. Not for you, baby. Not for you, baby. They haggling like, I don't know if you've ever been to China. Well, I've never been to mainland China. I've only been to Hong Kong. But I'm sure it's, relatively same type of culture.
Probably not.
And this is the haggling they be giving you. Like, listen, don't tariff. Listen, No terror for you. No terror for you, pretty girl. No terror for you. Okay? Don't even worry about it. Just come buy the bag. Come buy the bag. Listen, I've been... Okay, what's the street called? I don't know. I can't remember because I haven't been there. But there's this alley where they have all the designer stuff in Hong Kong.
An
All my
alley.
Navy people know what I'm talking about. All my Navy people know what I'm
alley.
talking about. Yeah.
That's insane.
All right now.
But yeah, what she's saying here is extremely true. It is just like what's been happening, what we've been seeing in society. Especially, we know women are bigger consumers, especially when it comes to clothes, you know, beauty products, stuff like that. And yeah, these women are spending thousands of dollars keeping these companies, you know, keeping these companies running. And you know, they say, oh, I got the real thing. I got the real bag. You see this? You know, it's real nice. I got the real bag. How much you pay for yours? 50? I could tell. I knew that. I saw that from a mile away. I didn't know till you told me though. You know, it's just a whole bunch of showboating. Showboating for sure. Like grandstanding on top of that. Especially if you're the type to be like, I could tell those are fake. Bro, what the fake is fake clothes? How you gonna tell me my clothes ain't real? My clothes are real. Your clothes are just expensive, my guy. Our clothes are the same thing. You just paid more for yours. So don't be coming over here trying to tell me I got fake clothes on now. And like she said, it's levels to fake stuff. So fake stuff. Really, truly and honestly, the brands are the fake ones because they're not even the original creators. They go and add their shit on top of it. Like if I go to Jordan and I buy 10 sneakers and then I start putting my logo on it, everybody's gonna say it's fake, right? Right. but Jordan can do that and it's cool. But if Louis Vuitton do it, you're buying all that shit. Does that make sense? Doesn't make sense to me. Does not make sense to me at all. Now, what she was also saying is that, you know, China at one point was allowing people to just go there. Just straight up go to China and buy it. And apparently she says there's an alley where they have it all. You know, they have all the designer stuff in an alley somewhere that you can buy for cheap. She mentioned DH Gate, Shein. These are wholesale retailers that you can go on and find affordable clothing. Quality affordable clothing. Now I know I showed you those Temu pants from earlier. No, don't go to Temu and try to get no clothes. Well, actually, this shirt is from Temu. I can't even cap. This shirt is nice, bruh. This shirt is pretty nice. It's very airy. Like it's very breathable. Like you wouldn't think so, but it's very breathable. I really like you know what they got going on. You just gotta pay attention to what you're buying. Make sure you check what the materials are made out of. Now, a woman mentioned that polyester is not a good material. I've been wearing polyester my whole life, haven't had any problems. But just understand what you're allergic to. Understand what's not good for you. Because you'll buy something thinking, you know, I'm getting cheap, good quality. Just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's quality too, you know? And just because it's expensive doesn't mean it's also quality. She also explained how people, you know, they just put on that stuff just so they can say, you know, I look like I got money. And I can definitely understand it. Like if you have money and you just want to flaunt it, you know, you feeling big, nice today, you gonna throw on the Gucci today. I guess so. Yeah, everybody will know that guy has money. Everybody will see you have money. What does that do for you? What did you accomplish? What? Oh, you just wanted some attention. Yeah, you just wanted some attention for real. And that's okay. If you just want some attention and that's why you're wearing the clothes, as long as you admit it, fine. You know, I can respect it if you admit it though. If you admit it. But just because, you know, you have a few things that are Gucci, just because you have a few things that are Louis, and now you're walking around your, you know, your mining community with this stuff on, nobody's going to really be impressed by that. You know, I live in the hood. So when I see people wearing a whole bunch of designer shit and I see expensive cars parked out in front of apartments, I look and I say, oh, that's some stupid shit. Real talk. People I work with come in wearing, you know, their nicest shoes, their nicest clothes. I'm like, bruh, that's some stupid shit. I don't care if it's expensive or not. You're wearing your nicest clothes at work for what? For what reason? For social validation. And that's literally it. So a lot of the times, clothes, what you wear, yeah, it's just for social validation. Now, I understand because clothes reflect your personality. Clothes are, is a public appearance. You don't want people seeing what's underneath the clothes. You want people to see the clothes. So I understand, it definitely makes sense that this is a very cosmetic thing. It is a cosmetic thing. Well, not only, but it makes sense why you would only appeal to the cosmetic value that you can extract from other people. Other people look at you and say, oh yeah, he looks nice. But just because you see somebody that looks nice doesn't mean they are nice. Doesn't mean they got it like that. Doesn't mean they're living that life. And just because somebody has the rags on, just because someone walk out with the Jesus sandals, don't mean they broke. Doesn't mean that. It could mean the complete opposite in whatever situation you're in. It just needs to be said. These things should be known, but it needs to be said. But yeah, basically what I'm getting from that video is that China is doing the groundwork to make sure people can get some affordable stuff. Now, whether or not China actually cares is a different story. But if you download Shein, which is a Chinese-owned company, or you download Temu, which is a Chinese brand company, you could get some good stuff. You really can. Because China is the manufacturer of all these things. So you don't have to pay the markup because they shipped it 5 times. It just makes common sense. Now, I found another video while I was searching for videos. I didn't finish it because he immediately started talking crazy. So I want you guys to hear it, and we're going to judge this guy together. Let's judge him. Boo this man.
So y'all are mad that a luxury bag costs $30 to make in China, but sells for $20,000? That's not the real problem. And it's not even the luxury brand's fault. Luxury brands are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. They're not scamming you. They're just not marketing to you. Their audience is people who don't mind paying that kind of money for a story, for exclusivity, and for the feeling it gives them. And that's okay. You're not supposed to be included in everything. That doesn't mean you're broke. It just means it wasn't designed for you. And if
to say this isn't a scam is crazy. It's crazy. If I go buy a water bottle and then I bought this water bottle for $2. Let's say I bought this water for $2. I, write my logo on the top, because that's literally all they do. I write my logo on the top, put it in the new packaging, rip off this one, put on a new one. And I say, now this water is $20. Is that or not? Is that a scam or not? Now you might say, oh, you put in labor, you put in work. Oh, you invested into the product. It's a scam, bro. It's definitely a scam. Like, you can try to, reword it as nice as possible, but just because they're marketing towards people who can afford it doesn't mean it's okay to do. It's just not.
If you do care about quality and craftsmanship, there are tons of other brands at your price point that's not trying to make you feel left out. But let's be real. The problem isn't the price tag. The real frustration is coming from realizing how deep this system goes. Because it's not just luxury bags. It's your phone, it's your charger, it's your toothbrush, it's your couch. All of it made in China, marked up, and sold to you. And that's not shady. That's just business. That's how it works everywhere. See, America isn't just a country, it's a business. And that business runs on capitalism. The whole thing is designed to buy low and sell high and profit off branding, storytelling, and perception. That's the formula, and it applies to everything. So when I say it's just business, I'm not brushing off your feelings. I'm trying to show you the system you've been living in. You're just now starting to see how it's played. And honestly, I look at this whole thing like the dope gang. I grew up on hip hop, so that's what taught me how business works. In the streets, you get it cheap from the plug and you flip it. You don't sell it what you bought it for. That don't make no sense. You break it down, you brand it, and you move it to the people who want it. And that price depends on the value they think they're getting. It's the same exact concept. Whether it's a $20,000 bag or a $20 t-shirt, it's the same hustle, just wearing different clothes. So don't misdirect your anger at the brands. They just doing what everybody else is doing, playing the game. And if anything, learn from them. Build your brand, find your audience, solve a problem, price it how you want, and stand on it. Because the truth is, the system is not broken. It's working exactly how it was designed. Now it's just up to you to decide how you want to play. This isn't about me picking a side or trying to say what's right and what's wrong. I'm just someone who understands the game from both ends. As a designer, a brand builder, and a consumer of the brands that I love, I already know I'm being marketed to, and I'm okay with that. At the end of the day, where I choose to spend my dollar is my choice. But I also understand that everybody has to make a profit. At the end of the day, we live in a profit-based system. Everything around you, from what you buy to what gets advertised to you, is shaped by the goal of making money. And let's be real. The reason that so many brands go overseas, especially to a place like China, is because it's just cheaper. If they try to get
Yeah, you got a few
the same things made here in the US, the cost will skyrocket. Labor, materials, regulations, it all adds up. And funny enough, a lot of the same people you're buying from here are still outsourcing production overseas, then turning around and selling it back to you at a marked up price. Most of what's labeled made in the USA was probably designed here, but manufacturing, that's happening somewhere.
Yeah, so he definitely said a lot that I just don't agree with. Now, he said, you know, I'm not picking a side, you know, I'm just understanding from both sides. I've been understood. Yeah, I've been understood. I understand what's going on here. Now, I understand you have to go buy your raw materials, and you cannot sell for the same price that you bought those raw materials. But that's not what's happening. These companies are not going out and buying the leather and buying the metal and hiring the workers to go make this stuff in China. That's not what they're doing. What they're doing is China has their manufacturers that are already printing out all different types of templates and stuff like that. They go over there, pick a template, you know, maybe it's already fully designed. Maybe some of those templates are already fully designed. But regardless, they go pick one, sew their name on it, and then resell it. They're not really touching those raw materials. I could be wrong, but I don't think they have inventory full of leather. I don't think they have inventory full of cloth. I think that's all in China, in the buildings that they make it in. So to sit here and say that, you know, this is just part of the game, this is just how it's... No, it's really not. Because, you know, he used the analogy of I probably shouldn't use that analogy. I probably shouldn't. But if you understand what he was saying, and you go and buy that type of stuff, that stuff isn't $100. That stuff isn't $50. It depends on how much you're buying it, but the unit price is 10 for a G. 10 for a gram. That's typically the unit price. So I don't see how he can even think this is remotely close to that. Not even remotely. Because you are going to... The markup is exponential. The markup is actually just crazy. Like, I was saying how I found those Jordans for like $40. Their markup is like $150. So it's like, why do you need a over 100% markup? That doesn't make sense. And to legitimize it by saying, oh, everybody's doing it. That's just how capitalism works. That's how business is. You can't be mad because that's just how people are doing things here. I can be mad at everybody. I can be mad at everybody. Yes, I can. And so can you. You can be mad at everybody who feeds into the system and says, you know, it's just how you have to do it. That's just how the game is ran. Now, I understand Earth is a crazy place. You know, I understand Earth, it gets shiesty, it gets low down here on this planet. So I understand that this is what happens, but is it okay? Is it right? No. Should it be happening? No. Not if the ultimate goal of humans is to move forward as a collective species. If we actually want to keep evolving and keep doing bigger and better things and keep existing, we can't keep doing this to each other. It doesn't make sense. And then to also say, hopefully one day you'll go do the same thing to your fellow humans. Hopefully one day you'll go find a product to mark up and scam the everlasting Jesus out of somebody. I don't dream of that. No, I seriously don't dream of hustling in that way. I want to create value. I want to create real value for the people that I have, not fake it. Not say, oh, this is some video that I ripped off of somebody else and here you go. No, I'm going to add something to it. If I'm going to add anything, it's going to be real value. I'm not just going to add my face on it. I'm not just going to add my logo on it and say, oh yeah, this is mine. Oh yeah, that's mine. I would be mad. I would be so mad if I found out I was making shoes and people just slap their names on them and sell it for a ridiculous markup. And I'm not seeing none of that money. I would feel scammed. I would feel wronged. Now, me personally, I'm gonna keep going on Shein, and I'm gonna, look up at DHgate. I'm probably gonna look into Fashion Nova too, because I'm getting real sick of paying some expensive prices. Like, I normally shop at American Eagle, Levi, Hollister, places like that. Really, those are the only places. Nike, Hollister, American Eagle. That's, my big three, and JCPenney every now and then. But I go in those stores and I see how it's getting more and more expensive. I go online and I compare prices and I'm like, yeah, I can definitely get this cheaper from China, from Shein. Even like sweatpants. Sweatpants nowadays are expensive. You could go get a 3-pack for the same price on Shein. $30 for a pair of sweatpants in America, you can get 3 of them for $30 online. And they're probably up to quality. They're probably good on the quality. Now, you gotta make sure, you gotta check everything. But I'd rather spend extra time checking materials, reading material tags, versus spending a whole bunch of money and just expecting the clothes to be good. See, at least if I spend a little money and I put research into it and I, put that time in and then it rips in 3 months, I wouldn't be that mad because I didn't spend that much. And now I have the knowledge and the tools and the resources to go out and find some more pants just like that. Maybe better. But if I spend $500 on some pants and they rip in 3 months, it's a loss. Now I gotta go buy some more $500 pants. Especially if you're not living that lifestyle. It compounds once if you're broke and you're trying to do this shit. It's like, no, it really don't make sense. You just invested in some clothes, bro. And those clothes is ripped now. It's just too much of a risk for me. Anyways, I had a lot of fun making this video. Let me know how you felt about it. Are you gonna keep buying your clothes from fucking Gucci? Stop going to Gucci, man. Come to JCPenney with me. I'll teach you something. Make sure you drop a like. Oh wait. Now I know I said I changed the channel. It's been a couple of days since I made a video because I got sick. I still haven't gotten a haircut. I need to do that. But definitely I'm gonna be changing up the flow of this channel. I think I'm gonna still do some pop the balloons, but definitely less. Definitely less, because I want to talk about dating. I guess right now it's just a little bit harder to find consistent dating clips where I can give consistent feedback, consistent tips, and there's enough variability where something different is happening, so I'm not talking about the same thing every day, So I'm gonna definitely still do the pop the balloons, and I'm gonna have more videos like this where we're talking about pop culture things. We're just talking about things that affect me and you as a consumer, And the name has changed now. I changed from the Crash Out Reacts show to the Big Crash Theory. Because I really want to encompass some more things. I don't want this just to be a purely reaction show. I want to get some commentary and some ideas off as well. I appreciate you if you made it this far in the video. Thank you. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to have some more videos for you every single day. Well, maybe not every single day, but very consistently. Just hang out with me. Anyways, until next time, guys.